Today I'm in Mount Jerome here in Dublin, and you can just see behind me here these amazing monuments. So we're going to take a walk around, have a look at some of the mausoleums and vaults that are here as well. So come on, let's go. Right, so today we are starting on this side. I videoed before the other side. So this is completely new to me and to you. So here we have John A. Mason. He was nature's gentleman, wrote underneath the angel there. Loving memory of my dear husband, John A. Mason, 1928. And you can see behind that angel those beautiful blue skies there. I'm going to give you a look at just how large Mount Jerome actually is. And I mean, this is just one side of it. So let's see. We're just going to walk and talk and have a look at exactly what Mount Jerome has to offer. We have so many fantastic mausoleums, fantastic monuments. I mean, the Victorians really knew how to bury their loved ones in style. And I absolutely adore that old kind of grey look that the headstones take on after a certain amount of time. Just coming up here to the back of this angel. This is Martin Aytock. And it says who died in his residence, age 67, in 1904. Now I know the sun is kind of creating a bit of a shadow for you there. Just look at this. Wow, look at these railings. Doesn't seem to be anything in there. No headstone or plaque. Beautiful railings. Just look at this, guys. And you can see they're doing work here, but a lot of this is, you know, you can see some of the ground has sank. So some of the stones have, you know, become damaged, but hopefully it's a work in process. Look at that for a hole, like, just under there. Wow. We were actually here yesterday and there was a funeral going on. They had a man playing the bagpipes. They had the beautiful, you know, the top hat and tails. All the people before the hearse walking up along. Now I did video this one before, but it's definitely worth another look. And what interests me about this one is the way the stone has become blackened. Her face and the baby's face. It says erected to the memory of Mrs. Martha Marie McGee. I might try and get around here. It's that morning sun. It's quite hard to give you a good shot. Right, more beautiful rails. Look at these ones. Look at that. Oh yeah.
How you doing?
Right. I'm going to walk up this way. Hear the bells in the background, guys. Now we have some mausoleums here. Look at this beautiful green looking door. Family vault of the Right Honourable William Brookfield, whose remains lie within 1786, I believe, and died 1881. Wow, look at that, guys. I wonder, should we try and take a peep inside? So, what we can see there, maybe you can see a bit better now, are coffins. Try and zoom in a little bit. Just there. I'm not sure how many is there, guys. It's actually quite hard for me to see the camera with the way the light is shining. So I hope it's showing a So what we have inside there, I think we've probably 2 coffins. And then it's just surrounded by all of these stones, like. Well, we've another one here, William John Napler, it looks like, eldest son of beloved Sir Joseph and Lady Napler, 1874. His short but useful life was adored by his gentle goodness and active benevolence, his love of what was pure and what was just, his dutiful and devoted affection to his parents, and by his humble and sincere trust in Christ and Lord the Saviour. Now wait till you take a look at this beautiful door. Now I'm not sure we'll see anything in here. There. Don't know how well it's going to pick it up, guys. There's one, I believe. But over here on this one, would you believe there's, like, look at that. Do you see that one there? Like, that is literally just inside the door. It looks like there's, like, the flowers are still kind of on it. It's very hard to get it. There is one of them. The other one is there. But it's almost like there's a load of dried flowers still on top of it. And just there, it's like the material from inside the coffin. This is Isabella Marion. Another green door. Wow, the coffin like is, it's like it's just there. Literally no room for anything. Like, as soon as you get in that door, the coffin is there. Look at the beautiful, like, not only is the door really, really pretty and that green colour, but the stones are really, really nice. Like this one, look at this. We've even got the locks for the doors. The planks seem to be gone and I'm not sure why. And you'll have to excuse my unsteady hand. I've taken you off the gimbal for a moment. Let's have a look, see if this one is the same. Okay, so this one, the coffin is just there. Wow, we have the dried flowers on it still. That is amazing. Look at that. Now, I really won't know until I kind of in edit, you know, how much we can see. Because unfortunately, the light here is so strong that I'm not really able to give you a good look because I can't see on my phone what you can see, if you understand. So it's always really, really interesting to kind of take a look inside. I'm not being disrespectful. I am, you know, so interested in what goes on inside these mausoleums, like hundreds of years later after the burial, and just the design of them are, you know, they're just stunning. But it's almost like similar to buying a plot. You can almost buy a mausoleum that, you know, seems to be kind of the theme of this area. So, you know, this little mausoleum or vault with these green doors, and they're just intriguing. So we're going to take a little walk around and have a look at what else Mount Jerome has to offer here. Right, so let's keep going. It's actually quite hard to know where to bring ye. Let's have a look. The best ones are certainly the hidden ones. Wow, look at this. Wow, look at that, guys. I presume it's a dove. Erected by, unsure of the first name. Is it Penelope? Or Penelope? Maybe Penelope Barry, in memory of her beloved brother, James Barry, Esquire. Youngest son of the late Sir Edward Barry, Baronet, 1875, and the youngest brother of the late Sir John Barry, Baronet. Died 1891. Look at that. Never quite seen anything like that before. At the base, then we have the cross. Wow, that's stunning. And don't forget, guys, to leave your comments. I mean, I'm learning too, you know. We're all learning together, I suppose. And it's always nice to get the information from you. Look at that. Mary Jane and Muriel Dempster. 1898, 12. Hold on now, let's have a look again. So I think there's a few people memorialised here, and it says Anne-Marie Findlater, or Findlater, November 1896, age just 12. Wow, and also Captain Percival St. George Findlater, that is obviously the surname. Isn't that beautiful? 12 years of age, just so very, very young. So this is kind of like a vault, so it goes underground. You see the size of it there. So maybe all her family are with her. beautiful against that blue sky then as well, guys. So the rails would have been on, you know, these posts, these iron posts. So we've lost the rails, unfortunately. Look at this behind it. What is this? Oh, wow. Wow, guys. This goes right down, like really, really far, probably 20 feet down. Let's see if I can get you a little look in. Wow. We have an iron coffin. We have several iron coffins. And unfortunately, we do have remains down there as well. As you can see, one iron coffin there. One coffin there. Another there. Another one there. Some remains there as well. That is a strange kind of a setup. It's interesting to see how far it actually goes down there. But as I said, we have remains just there. You'll have to forgive my hand, but just look at the size of it in there. It's quite amazing. But you can see that this was obviously always open, maybe. I don't know whether, you know, they would have had a glass maybe covering there, but it's almost like it's an iron grate. That is quite an interesting structure. I have never seen one like that. And now my shadow is in the way. And it's just because the sun is behind me at the moment. It's quite early in the morning. So very, very interesting. You'll have to forgive my camera work because I have to take you off the gimbal to have a look, just to see what way these things were constructed. It looks like there's iron there behind the cement, so obviously it was a door. Just to give you a look. A 360. So we've the newer plot there behind us. As I said, it's early morning, so we had to get here very, very early to try and get some video done. But then the sun is not so good in the morning. This is the Reverend Dennis George, it looks like, age 49 only when he passed. And it was erected by his son, and I think it's 1849 possibly. Look at that. That is stunning as well. So I am actually presuming that all these here are underground vaults. Look at them all. Wow. We've the coat on because it was chilly, but now it's actually turning into a beautiful day, but they are giving rain later on, so we're actually heading home today. Wow, look at this one. It's almost like a chalice on top. Won't be able to read it, unfortunately. So as I said, the Victorians really knew how to bury their loved ones. You do not see anything like this anymore. And look at this one. This is almost like maybe a temple. And actually this one looks like it has been beautifully restored. It's the family burial place of Alexander, found later And we have find laters up there with that that beautiful angel. Some gorgeous fresh flowers here even. That is stunning. Right, so I'm going to walk up along this way. As I said, this is the newer burial ground. But we have some interesting monuments up here as well. You can see the rails there again. These seem to be faced slightly, seem to be all faced actually in different ways. Some facing in, some facing towards me, and some away. We have another beautiful mausoleum here. And this is erected by Mrs. William French over the vault of her late husband's father, Robert H. French, Esquire, of Clonsilla, in memory of her beloved husband and 2 sons who departed this life the 24th of December 1876 and was buried here on his 64th birthday. Arthur Robert French was drowned yachting off the coast of Scotland, aged just 33 in 1876, and Henry Richard died November 1855, aged just 5. The Lord gave and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. So we have a 5-year-old in this vault or mausoleum. That is very, very sad. There's also a Louisa in there as well, and a William John French. Look at the size of these. That's a beautiful one there. Anna Louisa, it looks like. Maybe 1885, age 27. And the weeping tree just hanging over the top of that. That is gorgeous. These are all so close together. I think some of these are vaults. You can see the way they're built up there with the cement and stonework. This square tomb has 1844 stamped on the side of it. Nice one here in the corner. Anne, sacred to the memory of Anne. Can't really read it, and I don't see a date. And the ivy there taking over the side of it. So you can just get a sense there of how large Mount Jerome actually is. It's huge. And as I said, I will link my other video in the description box. And Grave Visitations is actually here as well. And he's going to do his very own video of this place and more interesting finds here at Mount Jerome. Right, we're just in another section. This is the North Walk down this way. I wonder what that is. Is it a crematorium, I wonder? Maybe not, I don't know. But I do know that cremate bodies here. Wow, look in there. See if we can get into it. Look at this headstone. John Armstrong. The date is just about gone. Beautiful designs there, look at that. The colour of the stone. Life, how short. Eternity, how long. Life, how short here, and eternity, how long on the other side. That is gorgeous. You can see we've loads of urns actually. The Victorians seem to have used urns a lot. A massive one just there, and another one just there. But look at this one. Charles Johnston, 1872. Wow, look at that. What a beautiful mausoleum. I know they're kind of referred to as vaults as well. Now, what I can see there, guys, is, wow, the most beautiful coffins. Timber, I believe. There's two on that side. Not sure about the other side. Possibly another one there, actually. Definitely another one there, I would say. There now. And I'll turn again slightly to the right, and we have them just there as well. If my phone would work, you can just get a glimpse of them there. So there's possibly 3, maybe 4 people interred in this fantastic mausoleum. That beautiful angel, and she's pointing up to the sky. Stunning, really. And they're all basically the same kind of a structure, with these gorgeous doors, little keyholes and all in them. And look, at this place just goes on and on and on. They're just amazing, aren't they? And you could easily spend days in here. This place is stunning, well worth to visit. Harold's Cross in Dublin, Mount Jerome. Please come and visit, and I can't tell you how large this area is. So just a short visit for me today. We have to get home. If you like this content, please subscribe, hit the like, put a comment down below. Let me know where you're from. Let me know, your favourite part of the video. Don't forget to hit the notification bell as well, and that will let you know when I upload. But for now, guys, take care, God bless, and I'll talk to you all soon.